What separates Formula One, the ultimate expression of speed and innovation, from IndyCar, the heart of American motorsport, where racing comes alive on high-speed ovals and iconic road courses? Formula One and IndyCar, two titans of open-wheel racing, capture the imagination of millions. But beneath the surface, these series couldn't be more different. While one dazzles with cutting-edge technology and global glamour, the other thrives on driver skill and thrilling wheel-to-wheel action. We will be comparing aspects such as their technologies, racing formats, as well as their financial, with the goal of answering the question, which is better? Or are they so wildly different that it is like comparing Godzilla to a T-Rex? Same, but different? Before we dive into this exciting comparison, be sure to subscribe to Formula Dream and hit that like button. Formula One is often described as the pinnacle of motorsport, a global spectacle that blends cutting-edge technology, intricate team dynamics, and legendary circuits. It's not just a race, it's an engineering arms race, where teams like Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull pour millions into finding milliseconds of performance. The result? A series that showcases innovation on an unprecedented scale, from hybrid engines to aerodynamic wizardry. IndyCar, by contrast, is a showcase of pure racing skill. It thrives on close competition, affordability, and its unique mix of track types. With races held primarily in the US, IndyCar blends high-speed ovals, technical road courses, and vibrant street circuits. It's a test of versatility, where drivers must adapt to vastly different challenges week after week, often with minimal technological assistance. Formula One traces its roots to Europe's Grand Prix era of the early 20th century, officially becoming a championship in 1950. Over the decades, it has evolved into a sport of global prestige, attracting the brightest minds and biggest brands in the automotive world. The likes of Monaco, Spa, and Silverstone serve as shrines to motorsport history, each telling a story of triumph and innovation. IndyCar, meanwhile, is deeply intertwined with the history of the Indianapolis 500. The greatest spectacle in racing began in 1911 and became the cornerstone of American motorsport. IndyCar as a series took shape in the latter half of the 20th century, prioritizing accessibility for teams and thrilling action for fans. While F1 grew into a global phenomenon, IndyCar stayed true to its roots, embracing its identity as a fiercely competitive and uniquely American series. While Formula One celebrates innovation, IndyCar celebrates equality. In F1, teams build their own cars, leading to vast differences in performance and dominance by the wealthiest teams. In IndyCar, the spec chassis and limited development mean success relies more on driver skill and strategy than on technical superiority. This fundamental difference defines the identities of these two series, making them equally compelling for entirely different reasons. So now we need to ask ourselves, what separates the technical complexity of Formula One from the raw simplicity of IndyCar? And which approach truly defines the essence of motorsport? Formula One can be defined as the pinnacle of innovation. It is a showcase of technological ambition. Each car is a bespoke machine, tailored to the team's philosophy and resources. At its heart is the 1.6-liter turbocharged V6 hybrid engine, delivering over 900 horsepower while achieving remarkable energy efficiency. These power units are masterpieces of engineering, blending electric motors with internal combustion engines for seamless performance. Aerodynamics is another battleground in F1. Teams spend hundreds of millions perfecting the flow of air over the car, aiming to maximize downforce and minimize drag. Every winglet, curve, and vent serves a purpose. This relentless pursuit of innovation often means F1 cars perform like precision instruments, perfectly suited to a variety of circuits but demanding absolute perfection from both the driver and the machine. And one thing you have to believe is that this level of innovation comes at a cost. The disparity between the top teams and those at the back of the grid can be vast. And while F1's advanced systems are thrilling, some argue that they place too much emphasis on technology, occasionally overshadowing the role of driver skill. But we as consumers get the benefit of this technology trickling down into the cars we drive on a daily basis. In contrast, what better way is there to describe IndyCar than as the driver's playground? IndyCar takes a different approach: simplicity and parity. With all teams using the same chassis, a Dallara DW12, and two engine suppliers, Honda and Chevrolet, the focus shifts from engineering innovation to driver ability. The engines, 2.2-liter twin-turbocharged V6s, produce around 700 horsepower and are designed for reliability and cost efficiency rather than cutting-edge performance. Without complex hybrid systems or endless aerodynamic tweaks, IndyCar levels the playing field. Success comes down to the driver's skill in adapting to the different track types, from high-speed ovals to street circuits. This philosophy encourages close racing and often leads to unpredictable results. However, the lack of technical freedom limits innovation. IndyCar prioritizes spectacle and accessibility over technological progress, which might not appeal to fans who love the engineering battles that define Formula One. Ultimately, the technical divide reflects the contrasting priorities of the two series. F1 is about pushing boundaries, creating the fastest and most advanced cars in the world. IndyCar, meanwhile, delivers wheel-to-wheel action that puts the spotlight firmly on the driver. So, is it better to marvel at engineering masterpieces or witness raw, head-to-head racing action? Beyond the racing, what keeps fans coming back year after year? Is it the glitz and glamour, or is it the grassroots connection to the sport? Formula One is synonymous with prestige. From the red carpet atmosphere of Monaco to the celebrity-filled paddocks, F1 exudes a level of glamour unmatched in motorsport. Its association with luxury brands, iconic venues, and world-class events elevates the fan experience into something extraordinary. Netflix's Drive to Survive has played a pivotal role in this transformation, catapulting F1 into the mainstream and capturing the imagination of a new, younger audience. The drama, rivalries, and behind-the-scenes insights have turned drivers into global superstars, attracting fans who might never have followed motorsport before. For those lucky enough to attend, F1's Grand Prix weekends are an experience like no other. From exclusive hospitality packages to the roar of cars on the track, it's a celebration of speed, precision, and engineering. IndyCar takes a different approach. Rooted in its American heritage, the series focuses on creating a fan-first environment. Events like the Indianapolis 500 are as much about the traditions as the race itself. Milk-drinking winners, the singing of "Back Home Again in Indiana," and the energy of the crowd make it a cultural phenomenon. Unlike F1's exclusive paddocks, IndyCar fosters accessibility. Fans can interact with drivers during autograph sessions, walk through the garages, and experience the sport up close. This grassroots appeal builds a deep connection between fans and the racing community. The ticket prices and overall costs to attend an IndyCar race are often more affordable, making it an easier entry point for families and enthusiasts. Combine that with the series' strong ties to local communities, and it's easy to see why IndyCar commands such loyalty among its fan base. Where F1 offers a polished global showcase of innovation and luxury, IndyCar delivers a grounded, intimate connection to the heart of racing. The choice between them often comes down to what fans value more: the exclusivity of F1 or the inclusivity of IndyCar. Formula One operates at the pinnacle of motorsport technology, and its costs reflect this status. With a budget cap of $135 million per two-car team, actually increasing to $215 million to reflect the wonderful effects of inflation, excluding driver salaries and marketing expenses. The financial stakes are monumental. Yet top teams often exceed this through sponsorships and other funding streams, highlighting the immense resources required to compete at the front of the grid. In stark contrast, IndyCar's operating costs are significantly lower, with teams spending approximately $10 million per car annually. By standardizing chassis and engines, IndyCar prioritizes affordability, allowing smaller teams to stay competitive. This approach enables tighter racing but sacrifices some of the technical innovation that defines F1. Formula One drivers are among the highest-paid athletes globally, with top earners like Max Verstappen commanding a salary of $75 million with bonuses, and Lewis Hamilton set to earn $100 million minimum annually as a Ferrari driver. The average F1 driver earns around $14.5 million annually, although lower-tier drivers make closer to $1 million. IndyCar, however, tells a different story. The average driver earns around $750,000, with the highest-paid Marcus Ericsson, making $3.1 million in 2024. Many drivers must secure sponsorship deals themselves, creating a financial ecosystem heavily reliant on external funding. Formula One is a global juggernaut, with vast revenue streams from sponsorship deals, merchandise, and broadcasting rights. The sport's international appeal allows it to command premium advertising rates, with global viewership averaging over 70 million per race in recent years. IndyCar, while growing in North America, doesn't yet match F1's scale. The series averages around 1.3 million viewers per race, with the Indianapolis 500 peaking at 4.8 million. Despite these challenges, IndyCar thrives on its loyal fan base and the massive draw of its marquee events. IndyCar's cost-effective model allows for a more level playing field, but places pressure on drivers and teams to secure consistent sponsorships. Meanwhile, F1's budget cap aims to level competition, though disparities remain as wealthier teams invest heavily in areas not covered by the cap, such as driver salaries. The financial divide between Formula One and IndyCar underscores their differing philosophies. F1's financial muscle drives innovation and global prestige, while IndyCar's cost-efficient model champions accessibility and closer racing. The contrast is as much about priorities as it is about dollars and cents. So, which series takes the crown, Formula One or IndyCar? Or is it even fair to compare them at all? Throughout this comparison, we've seen how Formula One and IndyCar diverge across technology, racing formats, and financial landscapes. Formula One stands as a global phenomenon, blending cutting-edge engineering with the allure of prestige and exclusivity. On the other hand, IndyCar delivers raw, thrilling racing with an emphasis on driver skill and accessibility, particularly for North American fans. Which is superior? It depends on what you value. If innovation, global fanfare, and strategic complexity are your priorities, Formula One undoubtedly delivers. Its races are a spectacle, its drivers are icons, and its global reach is unmatched. However, if you crave intense wheel-to-wheel racing and a more grounded connection to the sport, IndyCar offers an experience that's tough to beat. From the heart-pounding action on ovals to the drama of tight street circuits, IndyCar embodies the purest elements of competition. Ultimately, Formula One and IndyCar excel in different ways. Both showcase the very best of motorsport, but their unique philosophies cater to different audiences and preferences. And perhaps that's what makes them both so special. They aren't trying to outdo each other, they're simply excelling in their own lanes. Now it's your turn. Are you Team F1 or Team IndyCar? Let us know in the comments which series captures your imagination. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to fuel the debate. Keep dreaming big with Formula Dream, and we'll see you in the next one.